everyone, so moving over to video number 2 now. So I found this quote recently and I actually sent it to the social worker, who's now my ex-social worker. I actually found it quite funny when I sent it to him. I'm just going to turn the heating off, so it's just got quite warm. Because I had the heating on and it's on the, it warms up quite quickly. I found this quote and I actually sent it to my ex-social worker, who's now my ex-social worker, the one who I really don't like. The one who denied me for cleaner. And it's a quote by Judy Heumann, which is Heumann. Judy Heumann, she's deceased, but she was a disability activist, an American activist. I think she died not that long ago when she was 75. I'm not entirely sure what disability she had. I think it was a physical disability. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to do some more research into it. But it was a picture I came across on Facebook under the hashtag Disabled Women's History. And she says, independent living is not doing things by yourself. It is being in control of how things are done. And I thought that was a really good quote. And as I said, I sent it to the social worker. I don't know whether he will read it or not, but, as a last reprisal, made me laugh at. But that is so apt. And then I also found a website called the Independent Living Institute, which is a disability rights website advocating for disabled people's self-determination in control over their own life. It says on it, which I again think is very apt, independent living does not mean we want to do everything by ourselves. Independent living means we demand the same choices and control that non-disabled people have. We are best experts on our needs. We need to show the solutions we want, need to be in charge of our lives and speak for ourselves. Exactly. Seriously. That is exactly it. The social worker really needs to read this stuff, but again, I don't think he will. And it quotes from the United Nations Committee on the rights of persons with disabilities on living independently, which I think was 2017, so quite recent. Living independently means individuals are provided with all necessary means to enable them to exercise choice and control over their lives and make all decisions concerning their lives. It should also not be interpreted as the ability to carry out daily activities by oneself. Rather, it should be regarded as freedom to choose and control in line with respect for inherent dignity and individual autonomy as enshrined in Article 3A of the Convention. Independence as a form of personal autonomy means that the person with disability is not deprived of the opportunity of choice and control regarding personal lifestyle and daily activities. So I thought that was a really good quote, and again, in my meeting with the lead commissioner next week from the county council, I'm going to be sharing that with her, because just in case she hasn't read the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, but it's there, I want to share it with her because my whole experience has been a complete opposite of what is in that convention. And also, if you look at the Care Act, which unfortunately the Care Act, by the way, was a piece of Tory legislation, so it's not as progressive as that, but it's back in 2014. I can still use the Care Act, though, to my advantage, because it's about taking the language they use and then kind of showing how it should be followed. The Care Act goes on about well-being, doesn't it? And protecting a person's dignity and respect, and it does talk about choice and control in there as well. So it sort of pays lip service to the convention, but the problem with the Care Act is that if you look at it, what it's actually trying to do is deny people support. Obviously, it's not as they never admit that blatantly, but it's kind of there in the kind of the gist of it is that basically that's what it is. I mean, it's not even that hidden really. When it says that they want to try and prevent someone developing support needs, so that they don't need so much support in the future. Like, if you were to look at that uncritically, you might think, oh, that's good. That's like preempting a problem, right? But actually, what they're trying to do is cut services, because what they're trying to do is wean people off support. So finding solutions in the community, such as friends and family, this whole outsourcing sort of stuff. So if someone has an eligible care need, but it's currently being met by someone else, then they don't have to provide the service. So that is probably another reason why I'm currently being denied a cleaner, precisely because my dad is doing the cleaning. Even though we told them that this isn't sustainable and it's not a solution in the long term, and he's getting up, and also, does he want to be always doing the cleaning? You know, like, at the end of the day, particularly as he gets older, it would be nice for someone else to do that. And also, it would be within my, It would be a realistic goal for me to allow someone else other than my dad in the house while I'm out. It would be realistic to attain that as a goal. Because obviously currently my OCD situation is that I still can't see anyone face to face, but I do allow my dad in occasionally while I'm out. So a realistic therapy goal would be to help me aim for, say, a professional cleaner to come in the house while I'm out, which is realistic in a way that seeing a support worker face to face is not realistic at the moment, because that is just way too far off in terms of I can't even contemplate being at that point yet, because my OCD is still really severe. But having a cleaner in is something I can envisage. And it would work for me. It would work around my lifestyle, because I wouldn't have to give up too much time, because they'd be able to do the job fairly quickly with minimal interaction for me. The only interaction would be to phone them up, and a support worker could help me with that. So that would make better use of the support worker's time. That's an independence goal. So yeah, seriously, the person from the county council understood all of this. She was the one who was writing up that case study. She gets it, but I don't think they speak to each other at the council clearly, and the social team hasn't obviously got they don't talk to one another, you know. They don't share information clearly. I don't think they're speaking from the same hymn sheet either. They obviously have different agendas. They don't integrate. It's a ridiculous situation. But anyway, I will be coming back to this because there's another article I'd like to share with you, a really good article written by a very progressive social worker that I'd like to share with you very soon. But I think that's it for now. So, thank you for watching.